So, Andy Dufresne is this super smart, quiet banker dude who's living his best life until, plot twist, his wife cheats on him and then gets murdered. Andy's like, wait, what? But the evidence is stacked against him, and he's sentenced to life at Shawshank Prison. Basically, he goes from sipping lattes to eating mystery meatloaf in the slammer. Not exactly the upgrade he was hoping for. So, Andy gets shipped off to Shawshank Prison, which is run by Warden Norton, a dude who loves Jesus but hates people, and Captain Hadley, a guard who's basically a human pit bull with a badge. The inmates are a motley crew of murderers, thieves, and guys who probably just looked at someone the wrong way. Enter Ellis Red Redding, the prison's fixer. Need cigarettes? Need a poster of Rita Hayworth? Red's got you covered. He's like the prison's Amazon Prime, but with more attitude. The first couple of days at Shawshank are rough. Andy found out a sunburned guy named Boggs and his gang want to rape him, and he always gets molested mercilessly. But after he got used to the prison environment, Andy starts making moves. One day when the inmates are tarring the roof, Andy overhears Captain Hadley complaining about his taxes. Then, Andy approaches the captain and says, "Hey,
What do you want, you maggot dick motherfucker?
I can help you with your tax problems." And then the asshole goes ahead and tries to push Andy off the roof for offering help. But somehow, Andy manages to get Hadley's attention by offering to do his taxes for him. Hadley's like, "What do you know about taxes?" And Andy's like, "I'm a banker, bro." He saves Hadley a ton of money, and in return, Hadley gets Andy and his crew beers while they tar the roof. All of a sudden, the other inmates were saying, "The dude's a wizard. He talked his way through the biggest asshole here. Now, that's skill." He also got on Hadley's good side, so the next time Boggs raped Andy, he was like, "You can't do that. The dude does my bills for me," and he completely beat and disabled Boggs. Anyways, the warden noticed Andy's financial talents and asked if it's okay if Andy helps him launder money while pocketing all the cash. Andy's like, "Sure, I'm up for it." And the warden basically puts Andy and his fellow inmates to work, cleaning up the streets and some shit while hoarding all the money. Oh, and Andy also built a big prison library in memorial of Brooks Hatlin, the prison librarian that's been at Shawshank for 50 years before he was paroled and committed suicide because he couldn't keep up with the outside world. You're probably wondering how Andy, the nerd Dufresne, got the cash to build the library, and it's because he would write the state government a bunch of letters for money to fund a library every single second. Finally, the state wrote back,
Everyone here fucking hates you, you know? But we'll give you $200 just for you to shut the hell up.
Anyways, Shawshank gets its library, and Andy becomes the prison's unofficial life coach. He's helping guys get their GEDs, giving financial advice, and even teaching a dude how to read. One day, Andy was in the warden's office handling his money laundering scheme when he found a box full of old music records, and he was like, "You know what this place could use? A little music."
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. I feel commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye.
Okay, you get the point. Andy got 2 weeks in solitary for that stunt, but he was like, worth it. One day, a young inmate named Tommy arrives at Shawshank, and he becomes quick friends with Andy and Red. And during a conversation with Tommy, he mentioned this guy called Elmo who was bragging that he killed a woman and her lover, and that this banker dude was the one they pinned the murder on. Andy was like, "Wait, that's my case. I'm free." So he goes and tells the warden the good news, but the warden was like, "No, I need you to keep laundering money for me. You ain't going anywhere." Andy's like, "If that's how it's gonna be, I'll reveal all the corruption that's going on here to the press as soon as I get out." "Don't worry," says the warden. "I'll just make sure you're locked up forever. I'll even kill that Tommy kid just to shut him up. And you've just earned yourself a one-way ticket to solitary." After 2 months in the hole, Andy told Red that he was escaping the filthy prison tonight and going to an even filthier Mexican village to spend the rest of his life at. He also told Red if he ever gets out of here, he should go to a hill in Buxton, Maine with a big oak tree, and under the tree is a rock that looks like it came from Neptune. He said under that rock is a little gift for him. Then he walked away. The next morning, Andy literally vanished from his cell. The warden gets completely pissed, so he throws rocks at everyone in the cell, including the sexy poster girl on the wall. Little did the warden know, all this time for 19 years Andy has been digging a man-sized hole on the wall with a tiny rock hammer Red gave him. Anyways, he broke open the shit pipe and took it to the crap swamp where he stripped nude and opened his arms like a sign of rebirth. Before he leaves, Andy sets up the warden for a massive fall. He leaves behind a fake ledger detailing all the money laundering and corruption. The warden's like, oh no, my life is over, and does the only logical thing. He yeets himself out of existence. Meanwhile, Andy's living it up in Mexico, sipping margaritas on the beach like, now this is what I call retirement. Anyways, Red manages to get out of prison using reverse psychology, and just like Andy told him, he went to the oak tree on top of the hill and found the Neptune rock. Under the rock was $1,200 and a message from Andy, suggesting he goes to Mexico, and Red was like, fine, I've got nothing better to do. And he violates his parole by traveling cross-country to the filthy-ass Mexican village Andy was talking about. And when the two friends met, they gave birth to the epic handshake meme that still lives on today. And that's it.